Yeah.
So what would it mean to you to get on the show?
Oh, I mean, like meeting Mickey Mouse at Disneyland. You know what I mean?
Are you nervous at all?
Yeah, I'm nervous right now. Talking to you, I'm nervous. I think it might be the eyes or the smile, but
That's the dream. Hopefully get to where I can pay my bills with comedy.
You may not know, but I've been trying my hand at stand-up comedy, and I'm in the right place of Austin, Texas. In fact, if you know anything about stand-up comedy, you've probably heard of the show Kill Tony. It's a live comedy show. Their YouTube channel has almost 500,000 subscribers, and it's one of the most listened to podcasts. The idea is that if you get picked, you do a minute of stand-up comedy, and then you're interviewed by Tony Hinchcliffe himself. It's plenty of exposure as a comedian, and it's actually really hard to get onto the show. Doing some research, there wasn't a lot of information about how to get on the show, so I wanted to make this video and talk to some of the comics trying to follow their dream. So first off, you want to get there early. Signups are around 6:30, and they just moved them to the Shakespeare Bar, which is 2 doors down from the Comedy Mothership, where Kill Tony is held. And then unfortunately, you gotta wait. Usually about 200 people sign up, and only about 8 or so are picked every show. So it really is the luck of the draw. But I ran into someone who's actually from Ireland. He was hoping he had the luck of the Irish. Unfortunately, he did not get picked that night.
So your name and where you're from?
Am I talking to you or the camera?
Me.
You. Dave Kelleher from south of Ireland, Cork.
Okay, and you leave in like what, 2 days?
2 days, yeah. Been here almost 6 weeks.
And this is your first try to get on Kill Tony?
I know, yeah, but it's been my first go around in comedy in general. So I didn't want to be that guy who's literally just starting and thinks he can do Kill Tony. So wanted to test the grounds, practice a little bit, get more comfortable on stage and stuff, yeah.
So I saw you the other night at Narbar and you killed it. You did great. So you fooled me. I thought you were a longtime comic.
Okay.
You're aware of Kill Tony. How long have you been watching it?
I'd say 4 years, probably longer. Because I went to LA like 6-7 years ago and I was seeing Kill Tony in the Comedy Store at that time.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what would it mean to you to get on the show?
Oh, I mean, like meeting Mickey Mouse at Disneyland, you know what I mean? It's pretty much the penultimate experience, especially coming here, you know?
Yeah.
It's the reason I came here, generally, like just do comedy, get a taste for it, but also hopefully, maybe, get on Kill Tony.
Yeah, so this was my second time doing this. Last week was my first, and I didn't realize it is random. They pull out of a bucket, so I mean, a lot of people show up, usually around 200 comedians.
Yeah, the odds are definitely against me, but I'm just hoping that the universe can be kind of quirky enough to just notice, you know, recognize that I'm gone in 2 days, and I don't know, we'll see. Luck of the Irish might apply, we put it that way.
Luck of the Irish.
Yeah.
I also met this man who drives from Houston, and he still has not been picked, but hey, consistency is key.
How long is that drive?
A little bit over 3 hours.
That's a sacrifice.
Yeah, it is I'm trying to make a dream come true.
So, yeah, tell me why you're here.
So, I started doing comedy a little bit over 3 months ago, and I got some time in between jobs, so I figured, fuck it. Let's try to drive to Austin, where the big comedy scene's at, and see what happens.
Dude, fuck yeah. What would it mean to you to get on?
Oh my God. Either A, I would be super happy because it goes well, or I'm going to cry myself to sleep for the next 3 days because it goes bad.
Is it still worth it even if you bomb?
Oh yeah. This is the process. This is what we do.
Right.
Trying to be a comic. You got to go out and adventure, try to do shit. You can't just stay home and be comfortable. So,
dude, you should just move to Austin.
I'm trying to. I want a job here, but y'all don't have a ton of welding jobs. So.
And there's no money in comedy.
Not yet.
Yeah, at least not for a while.
Yeah.
But it's hard to like get to that point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's the dream. Hopefully get to where I can pay my bills with comedy.
You can't really see my sweat, but basically we come out here and sweat for several hours and hope that our name is picked out of a bucket, one of like maybe a handful.
That's the process.
That guy over there in the kilt, He's like his 17th time. Should we interview him? So I'm here with,
Tony Cruz.
and this is your what time sitting here waiting to try to get on Kill Tony?
This is number 18.
Dude, that's dedication.
I know.
That's insane.
Yeah, I just moved to Austin.
For comedy.
Yeah, for comedy.
So you better get on, especially with this.
the kill.
With the kill, and there's something else underneath, but we'll save.
Is that the kind of platform you wanted? You want to see X-rated stuff?
No. There's a little secret, but to tell me, like, this is pretty hard to get on. Like, I'm making this video because I feel like a lot of people know what Kill Tony is, but they don't know this process behind the scenes. So what have you learned?
I've learned that you have to be patient because if you think you're going to get on the first time, you might, and you're great, but you might not also. And it gets fucking hot, guys. We're in Texas, all right?
We're already sweating.
Yeah, we're sweating right now. Like I got sweat and under every flap of my body, even underneath the kilt. I'm just saying.
Even though you're like me, now you have a little breeze, so you know what it's like. It's kind of nice.
It's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. What would it mean for you to get on?
In the world, I mean, hell yeah, that's why we're here in Austin. You know, it's a lot of exposure, and it can really help you. You know, or it can break you, or make you go back to the drawing board and be like, hey, I need to do better. So it's a lot of different things. I'm excited. Like every time they call a name, my butthole puckers up. I'm like, hell yeah.
Are you nervous at all?
Yeah, I'm nervous right now. Talking to you, I'm nervous. Yeah, I think it might be the eyes or the smile, but I'm nervous.
Well, cool. Is there anything else that people should know? So you sign up's about 6:30 or 7 here at Shakespeare's. We wait for several hours. And what else did I miss for people?
Well,
I mean, some people travel for this. There's a guy from Ireland, so it's not just Austinites.
Yeah, I had another guy, shout out Dan Stevens. He was from Ireland. And me and him, we did a podcast. I also have a podcast. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, I've learned that a lot of people that come to sign up, they're working their ass off, you know, and they're hanging out in this heat. So I hope everybody gets on. Even me, I want to get on too. But I want everybody to get on. You know,
And hopefully by the time we get on, we're not delirious.
And now look, here's the opportunity. This is what we do, guys. We sign up and then we perform for each other. You know, it's a community. It really is.
And that's another thing. So there is a little bit of like a warm-up open mic here so that you can kind of practice your stuff and get your jitters out.
Get the anxiety out. I'm nervous right now, guys.
No, you're not. You don't seem nervous. Seriously? What do you want to joke about?
So that's the whole reason I came here for 5 weeks beforehand, just to try and get some stuff that works. So obviously there's a leprechaun joke in there somewhere. There's some ex-girlfriend stuff, you know, drunk dialing the ex at night. And some just general kind of stabs at people. So a little bit of autistic stuff, a little bit of racy stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm still in my head kind of rambling through what would actually be a concise 60 seconds. So that's what the last 5 weeks were. We're seeing what was getting the most response out of everything. So
Austin, Texas is really becoming a comedy hub. What is the comedy scene, if there is any, like where you live?
Well, I actually live in Portugal now. So yeah. I know. I'm pretty random that way, but so in Portugal it's non-existent. There's nothing there. And in Ireland there is a comedy scene, but it's very much gatekept by guys who've been in the industry for like 30, 20 years.
Wow.
So it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more storyteller-ish, a little bit more long-winded stuff, whereas here it's a little bit more kind of fast fire.
Oh yeah, well, if you get picked, we got a minute if we get picked.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of time.
No. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, I like to think that I have, you know, a concise minute in my head, but you never know until you get up there, you know.
I mean, the accent does it for me, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of my, it's the best and worst thing about me. I feel like, you know, if I have too many beers before a show, I totally forget where I am, and I don't enunciate anything, and people are just thinking I'm having a stroke on stage. So, I'm hoping that I can hit the right level, the right beats, take my time, but not too much time. So it's going to be a bit of a tightrope, but we'll see.
Awesome. Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
I'll let you keep practicing.
So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, if you want to get a spot on Kill Tony, you're going to have to be patient because the first, second, third, hell, maybe even 18 first times that you try, you probably aren't going to get on. It's very hard to get on to the show, but you're guaranteed to have a memorable experience if you do get on the show. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a like and share it if you feel compelled to do so. Also, let me know if you want me to interview more comedians. Thanks for watching.